Today we are going to show you a new nail design, and this is our dipping powder from the color kit G6401. And this is our dip glue system. Number 1, base. Number 2, activator. Number 3, top. Number 4, brush saver. And this is the 6 colors from the color kit G6401. Number 125, 113, 116, 110, 119, and 122. And the color that our nail tech wears is number 116. This is the nail design that we are going to do on today's live show. It's pretty shiny and gorgeous. Okay, now let's get some preparations to do the nail design. And since the Black Day is around the corner, you can get a better and cheaper price on the Black Day. So please pay attention to the lighting deal. Okay, now this is the number 125. Open the cap and check the color. And this is number 116 from the color kit G6401. And this is the number 74 from the G6604 color kit. It's the yellow color. And today we are going to use these 3 colors to make the nail design. And this is a bond. If you don't have this kind of bond, you can find it on our Amazon shop store. Now we are going to use it to clean the nail bed one by one. It can remove the oil on the nail surface so that the color powder can stick better on the nail surface. Clean the nail surface one by one. And now we are going to apply the first layer of base coat. Open the cap. It's very easy to open. Now we are going to do the first nail design. The color we are going to use is number 74 from the color kit G6604. Apply the first layer of base coat. Brush it evenly and slightly from the middle left to the right. Do not apply too much base or the cuticle area. Now dip it into the color powder. Only a small part of the nail. Tap off the excess powder. And now we are going to dip this color powder. Tap the extra powder. Use this kind of brush to brush it off. Now we are going to dip it again. Apply another layer of base coat. Remember, every time you apply the base coat, brush it evenly so that the color powder won't get clumpy. Now dip it again, just as we did the last time. Tap off the extra powder. Now dip it into this color powder. Brush the extra powder off to make the nail clean. Now we are going to apply the layer of clear powder to protect the color. So here we are going to apply another layer of base coat. Brush it evenly and slightly from the middle left to the right. and dip it into this clear powder. And also, if you don't have this clear powder, you can also find it on our nail tools kit. Now let's turn to another nail. Again, we are going to apply the first layer of base coat. Brush it evenly and slightly. And dip this finger totally on the color powder. Tap off the excess powder. Brush the excess powder off. If you don't have this kind of brush, you can also find it on our Amazon shop store. Now let's apply another layer of base coat. Then we are going to dip it into this color powder to make the color more solid. Dip it into this color powder for almost 2 seconds. Brush the extra powder off. Now let's turn to another hand. We are going to repeat the same steps as we did before. Again, apply the first layer of base coat. Brush it evenly and slightly so that the color powder won't get clumpy or uneven. Dip it at a 45-degree angle. Only a small part of your nail. Tap off the excess powder. Now we are going to dip this finger into another color powder, also at a 45-degree angle. Tap off the extra powder. Brush it off. In order to make the color more solid and beautiful, we have to dip it again. So now we are going to apply a second layer of base coat. Dip into this yellow color powder, just a small part of it, and dip it totally into this color powder. Tap off the excess powder. Now we are going to use this clear powder to protect the color. So here we are going to apply a third layer of base coat. Dip it into clear powder. Tap off the extra powder. Brush it off. The clear powder we used in this step is to protect the color so that it won't fade out when we doing the filing. Now let's turn to another nail. Every time we should start from the base coat. Brush it evenly and slightly. And dip into this color powder totally for almost 2 seconds. Tap off the extra powder. Brush it off. And we are going to dip it again, so we have to apply another layer of base coat. Dip it into this color powder. Wait for almost 2 seconds. Take it out. Tap off the extra powder. Now we are going to do another nail design. We are going to use this color powder to make the nail. First, we are going to apply the first layer of base coat. Brush it evenly so that the color powder won't get uneven. Dip it completely into this powder. Wait it for almost 2 seconds. Tap off the excess powder and brush the extra powder off. Next, we are going to dip it again. Now we are going to apply another layer of base coat. Brush it evenly and slightly. Please pay attention to the way that our nail tech applies the base coat. Don't get it into the nail surface. Next, we are going to do some little decorations. Put these purple dried flowers on the nail surface randomly. You can use this brush to put it on the nail surface like our nail tech did. Put it randomly. These purple dried flowers can make the nail surface look more beautiful, and it is very softer. Now we are going to apply another layer of base coat. Because next we are going to use the clear powder to protect the color and the decorations. Dip it into the clear powder. Tap the extra powder off. Now let's turn to the thumb. We are going to do a new nail. First, let's just apply the layer of base coat. Brush it evenly and slightly from the middle left to the right. And dip it into this color powder. Wait it for almost 2 seconds. Brush the extra powder off. Now we are going to apply another layer of base coat. Remember, every time you apply the base coat, brush it evenly so that the powder won't get clumpy. And dip it into the color powder again. Brush the excess powder off. Now we are going to apply a third layer of base coat and dip it into this clear powder to protect the color. Tap off the excess powder. Now let's turn to another hand. We are going to repeat the same steps as we did before. And again, we are going to start from applying the first base coat. Dip it into this color powder at a 45-degree angle. Tap off the extra powder. And because we are using the fast drying dipping powder, it can dry within 30 seconds. It can save you at least 25 operation time. Now we are going to do some little decorations on the nail surface. Use the glue brush to tap the purple dried flowers and put it randomly on the nail surface. Put these little dried flowers on the place where you like. You can just use this kind of glue brush. Okay, put these purple flowers on the nail surface randomly. It's almost over. Okay, it's finished. Now we are going to apply another layer of base coat, because next we are going to dip this nail finger into the clear powder to protect the color and the decorations. Now dip it into the clear powder for almost 2 seconds. Brush the extra powder off. Now we are going to do another nail design. Let's turn to the thumb. First, we are going to apply a layer of base coat. Brush it evenly and slightly. Every time you apply the base coat, please remember you have to brush it evenly so that the powder won't get clumpy on the nail surface. Brush the extra powder off. And now we're going to apply another layer of base coat, because we are going to dip it again in order to make the color more solid. Brush it evenly every time. And dip it into the color powder for almost 2 seconds. Take it out. Tap off the extra powder. Brush it off to make the nail surface clean. Now we are going to use this clear powder to protect the color, because next we are going to do the fining. It's very important to use this clear powder to protect the color. Dip it into the clear powder. Brush the excess powder off. Close the cap. Now let's turn to this little finger. Every time we start from applying the layer of base coat, Brush it evenly. Don't get it on the skin. Dip it into the color powder. Brush the excess powder off. And apply a second layer or base coat. Brush it evenly from the middle left to the right. And dip it into this color powder again. Brush the extra powder off. Now let's apply a third layer or base coat. Because next we're going to dip this finger into the clear powder. The function of the clear powder is to protect the color and the decorations. Now let's turn to another hand. We are going to repeat the same steps as we did before. Brush it evenly and slightly. Don't get too much base coat on the cuticle area so it won't cause the lifting problem. Tap the extra powder off. Dip it twice. So we are going to apply a second layer or base coat. Brush it evenly, very fast. Now we are going to apply a third layer of base coat and use this clear powder to protect the color so it won't fade out when we are doing the filing. The clear powder and the brush, you can find them at our Amazon shop store. Now our nail tag is closing the cap because we almost finished the basic decoration. Next, we are going to do the filing. Now let's clean the table. This color kit is G6401 and it includes 6 beautiful solid colors and 4 deep glues. The color include number 125, 113, 116, 110, 119, and 122. And the 3 colors that we used in today's live show include 125 and 116 from G6401 and 74 from G6604. You can find this color on our Amazon shop store. Now our nail tech is doing the filing with this e-file. File the nail surface one by one in order to make the nail surface smoother. And since the black day is around the corner, you can buy the color kit at a better and cheaper price. Our fast drying dipping powder can air dry within 30 seconds. So before we doing the filing, we don't have to apply another layer of activator to help it dry, because it can dry by itself. This is very convenient, and it is also one of the biggest advantages of our fast drying dipping powder. Every time when you finish doing your nail, please keep the cap tightened well, because our base and the top coat are super glue. If you don't keep it tight well, maybe next time you won't open it again, or it will become very difficult for you to open the cap. Now we're going to use this file to file the nail surface one by one. And also you can find this nail tool on our Amazon shop store. We have a nail tools kit which includes this nail file and the brush. You can use this nail file to shape your nail into the shape what you like. Every time you apply the base coat, apply it evenly so that the color powder won't get clumpy. And it's better for you to not get too much base coat on the cuticle area, so it won't cause the lifting problems. And it will make the color powder long last for almost 2 or 3 weeks. File the nail shape one by one. And remember, in this whole process, we only have to apply the activator for one time. So it will be very convenient for you to do the nail design at your home. It saves your time and your money. All the nail tools that our nail tech used in today's live show, you can find it on our Amazon shop store, and you will get it at a better price on the Black Friday. So just pay attention to our lighting deal time. Okay, now we are going to use this buffer to buffer the nail surface again, one by one, to make the nail surface smoother. And if you accidentally get your nail surface clumpy, you can get it smooth again with this buffer and the nail file that our nail tech used before. So the filing process is very important. And when you are doing the nail surface, you have to choose the good nail tool so that your nail surface won't get thinner and thinner. Remember, every time you should apply 2 layers of base coat and dip it into the color powder twice so that the color will look more beautiful and gorgeous. As you can see, the filing process is a very long time, so just be patient. As you can see from today's live show, our dip glue and our fast drying dipping powder are super easy to use. So it will be very convenient for you to do your nail design at your home. The procedures are very simple. First, apply the first layer of base coat and dip it into the color powder. Then apply another layer of base coat and dip it into the color powder again. And then we are going to apply the third layer of base coat, because next we are going to dip it into the clear powder to protect the color. If you want to do some decorations, you can prepare it by yourself. So basically, you just have to prepare the color powder, dip glue, which you can buy it from our Epson shop store. Okay, we almost finished the left hand. Now we are going to file the nail surface of the right hand. Every time you use the dip glue, please remember you have to keep the caps tightened well. Okay, we almost finished. We have another 2 hands to do the filing. You can also use this buffer to shape your nail. As you can see from this video, the color it doesn't fade out because we use the clear powder to protect the color and the decorations. So no matter how you do the filing, the color is still here because the clear powder can protect it. The clear powder and the fast drying dipping powder also, as well as the dip glue, you can buy it on our Amazon shop store, and you will get it at a better price on the Black Friday. Okay, we only have this little finger to be buffed. Okay, the whole process is finished. Now we're going to use this kind of brush to brush the extra powder off to make the 2 hands clean. Because next we're going to apply the activator and 2 layers of top coat. Okay, now we're going to use this kind of cotton to clean the nail surface one by one. This cotton is also included in our nail tools kit. You can find it on our Amazon shop store. Clean the nail surface one by one. As you can see from this video, the color is also very beautiful after the filing process. This is the biggest advantages of our clear powder. It's very convenient. Now our nail tech is preparing for the decorations. Okay. Now we are going to apply a layer of activator. The function of the activator is to help the top coat air dry and make the top coat double shiny. But in this whole process, we only have to apply a layer of activator, which means that It can save you a lot of time when you're doing your nail at your home. Apply the activator one by one. Don't apply too much activator on the nail surface so that it won't cause the cracking problem. Now we are going to do the little direction on the nail surface. Use this tweezer to put the little direction on the nail surface. It's a letter sticker. And now we are going to put the Aurora paper on the nail surface. Apply a base coat of the Aurora paper and put it on the bottom part of this nail. Use this tweezer to press it down. Make it stick better on the nail surface. Press it slightly. Okay, now our nail tech is choosing the little directions from the little box. Now we are going to apply first layer of top coat. The cap is very easy to be opened. Apply the first layer of top coat. Brush it evenly. As you can see, the top coat makes the nail surface look shiny. We are going to apply 3 fingers first, because next we are going to apply a second layer of base coat. The timing is very important. We have to wait the first layer of top coat air dried before we apply another layer of top coat. Wait it half dried but still sticky, so that when you apply a second layer or base coat, the nail surface will get double shiny. It's pretty shinier than before, right? Apply another layer of top coat. Remember, it's very important for you to apply the activator first. The function of the activator is to help the top coat air dry and make it double shiny. If you don't apply a layer of activator first, the nail surface won't get so shiny. Now we are going to put some little direction on the nail surface. Put this little circle on the nail surface. It looks gorgeous. Now let's turn to another finger. And also, we are going to make some directions on the nail surface. Apply first layer of top coat. And then let's turn to another finger. we have to make the first layer of top coat half dried but still sticky before we apply another layer of top coat. Then we will get the double shiny effect. Wait the first layer of top coat half dried but still sticky. Remember, this is a very important tip. Now we are going to do the decorations. Use this little tweezer to put the decoration on the nail surface. Put it on the place where you like. And also you can put some other decorations on the nail surface, whatever you want. Okay, now let's turn to the thumb. We are going to apply another layer of top coat. Don't wait, the first layer is already completely dry. It looks gorgeous and double shiny. Now let's turn to another hand. Again, first we are going to apply a layer of activator. It can help air dry the top coat and makes the top coat double shiny. As you can see from today's live show, in this whole process, we only apply a layer of activator. So it can save you a lot of time. Apply the activator one by one. Now we are going to put the letter sticker on the fourth finger. This letter sticker will make the nail look more gorgeous and younger. It is also very fashionable. Now we are going to apply the base coat on the Aurora paper. Put it into the place where you like. Our nail tech puts it on the bottom part of this nail. Use this little tweezer to press it down. Now we are going to apply a layer of top coat. So we'll start from the first three fingers because the timing is very important. You have to wait the first layer of top coat half dried but still sticky before you apply another layer of top coat. This is a very important step so that the nail surface will get the double shiny. Okay, let's turn to the little finger again. We are going to apply another layer of top coat. It looks double shiny. With these little purple dried flowers and the letter stick, this little finger looks more gorgeous and unique. Now we are going to apply another layer of top coat. Use this tweezer to put some little directions on the nail surface. It will make this finger look more gorgeous. Okay, finished. Now we only have 2 fingers to be left. Apply first a layer of top coat and turn to another finger because we have to wait it half dried but still sticky, so that we'll start to apply another layer of top coat. Wait it half dried so that the nail surface will be double shiny. Also on this nail surface, we'll put some little directions. Okay, finished. Now let's apply another layer of top coat on this thumb. Brush it evenly. Okay, we finished. Now we finished today's nail design. It looks gorgeous and double shiny. Okay, so much for today's live show. See you next time.